power of MDrummer by MeldaProduction. So first you would go and you would select your various drum kits, or you could choose to generate a drum kit, which is what I did here. So when I press the keys, it's going to go ahead and play that generated drum kit, and that's because I'm in drum pad mode. If I wasn't in drum pad mode, I'd see this, which is their rhythm generation system, which is also incredibly cool and incredibly powerful. It adds sort of a live drummer's sensibility to the drum kit. So anyways, I'm just showing the drum sounds and how to tweak them and what all comes with MDrummer in this example. So here I'm just, your normal mapping of a drum kit, so I'm giving some examples of like what they sound like. So let's click generate and generate another one. This is randomly picking different kinds of drums to mix together. Generate again. And it's generating the full mapping. So I have the hi-hats, the snares. And of course, I can also just generate effects. So if we go over to the mixer, it's going to create all kinds of cool stuff there. So let's say I have the effects set like that. Let's take a look at this screen and then go back here and generate effects. So they're all a little bit different now. So I could try it again. I'm asking for trouble doing all this. So let me stop that for a minute and let's go back to just generate kit. As you can see, it does it pretty quickly. Let's do another one for this example. Alright, so we can see we can very quickly get all kinds of drum kits going. Over here we have a selection of different genres and different collections of drum sets all ready to go. And then we would choose from within those. So let's say I'm in Acoustic Drum Empire and I wanted to try Essential Rock. So I would select that and make sure I'm in drum pad mode if I want to use the keys to play a performance. So what that's doing is all of these are basically your triggers, and these can all be changed as desired. So if you don't like the kick, or what they call the bass drum here, the snares, etc., you could change every single element here in excruciatingly deep detail. So not only do you have volume toggling through these plus and minus, but when you go into the tone generator, which is the drum set editor. Okay, so what it will open up is whatever that drum kit is using for its generation of tone, it's going to open up for what you have chosen here, that style of generator. So in this example, it's using the multi-sampler on the bass drum. So if I choose a different sample, so I've just changed the bass drum to exactly the style of drum that I'm looking for. And that's because I have this selected here, and it knows it's that particular key, and bass drum 2 I suppose would be the B key on the keyboard. But anyways, I'm giving an example of the depth of programmability of selections, just in selections. Why is this so deep? Because the creator of Melda is a drummer. So this is a tour de force on a drum designing tool. In every way you can imagine. It's deeper than anything out there as far as I know. And that is because it not only has all these selections of tools here, but you have this ability to modulate everything basically. So you have your envelope choices, pitch, layers, other ways to track and other ways to adjust the sub and the bottom and the top of all the elements of every single drum you trigger here. So that just goes to show how incredibly powerful this tool is to map out your own unique sound. And then we also have the sampler. So from the sampler, it's just a different, it's a scaled down version of multi-sampler, obviously. And so we could choose the same thing here, and we have the similar options for tweaking the tone. How incredible! So another cool thing is they have this sub-sample synth. So we go in here, and we have ways to further change different ways of approaching every single element that's significant for a drum sound. So your sub bass and your impact and all this kind of stuff. So that's the bass drum. And just because you have bass drum selected, that doesn't mean on that particular key you have to have bass drum. So you could have effects, explosion effects, atmospheric effects, all these kinds of things. And that goes to show again how cool this program is. And of course, you can adjust all of that. Here is a synthesizer that basically develops them from scratch. So you have quite a bit of options going on here. I mean, it's just so cool. And that is just one element of this. So let me generate a new kit. I'm actually trying to make this brief because this is such a deep plugin. But I want to give an overview of the significant power that this thing provides. So I'm generating a new kit. So what that does is not only you have all those cool combinations of drum sounds, but you have a new mix too. So all the mixing elements have changed. How cool is that? And if you wanted to get an idea, what does this sound like, when a real drummer is digging in there? So you can get some ideas based on some basic impressions that they've done there, some basic compositions. Those are created through the rhythm editor, the rhythm generator, and things like that, but that's beyond the scope of this. But in this rhythm section, you actually can choose different genres of music to create and generate patterns. So that's also very cool, but now we're sticking to drum mode for now. So we'll go back to this. And I just wanted to also show the mixer. I'll give a rundown of all of these various kits. So we have all these kits are included. These kits, these kits, these kits, etc. here. So these things are ready to go once you download all the content, and you would do that through here, and you can either get the content here, or there's other ways to download it through MXXX, because I'm actually using it through MXXX right now. But so yeah, that's just a quick overview of what's going on with this very cool plugin. And as you can see here, they have various components. So if you just wanted one sound, you could dig in here to do all kinds of craziness just from this basic root system here. Or you can, of course, go deeper into the drum editor to do the similar thing and pick very specific sounds for your desired outcome for your drumming section. Incredibly cool kit. Provides everything you could need for drumming. And if you think about something like Stylus, it's sort of as powerful as Stylus, but it's more acoustic oriented and more oriented around creating your own drumming patterns that will be unique to your creation. Where Stylus is really cool and really great at getting to unique things and already pre-made loops and kind of dubbing things. This tool provides more of an acoustic or a more robust approach to getting into the nitty-gritty to design every little element of your drum arsenal.